Welcome back guys, and after our convincing 3-0 in the last video, we are going to continue our streak, our quest to rank 40 with an old deck, but it is a deck which I have played several times before. I've always had a soft spot for, but if you told me that after Amonkhet this would be my favorite deck, post-deck Amonkhet, I would have been surprised, but this is the traditional Grixis madness slash reanimator slash haunted dead strategy kind of thing, which is kind of a bog standard deck. I mean, I have played this before, but it got a lot of new toys with the Amonkhet expansion, such as Drakehaven, which is just an absolutely hilarious card. I love this card. You also got Cut to Ribbons and Never to Return, and of course Arcane Ifnir, which are all just really fun cards in this deck, and I think this deck is genuinely quite powerful now, and it's always been a solid deck which can have pretty insane turns. But yes, I mean, I did play this deck before Duels imploded, but I have made several changes since then, perfected it just for this video. Spent 3 months. I didn't actually rage quit Duels, I actually have just been solely preparing this deck for this video, so we can comfortably 3-0 again. But yeah, I mean, we're not going to spend too long on it. I have talked about this deck a lot if you have not seen it before. It's very straightforward. You get a Haunted Dead in the graveyard, and you start getting value off the discard trigger with stuff like Prized Amalgam, Drakehaven again, and then you just go nuts. That's really the deck. You just go nuts with discard triggers. And yeah, so we're gonna jump straight into the ladder. And yeah, so I mean, I was pleasantly surprised the black-white control deck went 3-0, but I feel this deck is like twice as strong as the black-white control deck, so that means only logically we are gonna go 0-3 this video, and it's just fate, but we will survive. We will endure, and this deck is very hard to pilot as well, so I just thought let's try and break Nighthawk by making him misplay a horrible deck as we play Smacky the Frogs .jcs. He's Homeless Jace with no sleeves. This is really bad. You know, this is awful. We play Drakehaven and do absolutely nothing. Oh, mulligan. At this hand we have triple Drake inventory, so I've never took faster. If our opponent's playing a fast deck, then they are just cheating, and we will rage quit. But yeah, 3 take inventories. I'll never say no. Plus an Arc Fiend. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Is my question. And we even drew in. Is it Sulphur Falls? It's fate. It's fate, I tell you. But yeah, I mean, our hand is very straightforward. We are just going to draw a million cards and hope our opponent isn't playing an aggressive deck. Red-green can kind of go either way. Well, that's just cheating. Well, it was fun. See you next video. But it could have been worse. It could have been a Long Tusk Cub. This is a hand that does not appreciate a Long Tusk Cub. No, we'll go this. Take inventory. And start getting this this inspiration train going. We can go Smoldering Wash next turn, and then all our lands come and play untapped, and this party gets started. Let's see if our opponent selfishly has a curve. Oh, you know, you're just getting lucky this game. I mean, it turns out if you do nothing until turn 5, you can just lose. It's not fair. Magic is okay. I'm absolutely fine with them taking down though. They absolutely should be going up here and just going for the ultimate. Well, I don't know. Yeah, screw it. I think it's wrong just for basically +1 damage. I stand by my play. If I'm brutally honest, that one's just a fan favorite. We will take inventory. We even got a Fiery Temper now, so all is well. Do I have to discard here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do. Oh, that's unfortunate. Actually, that's fine. That's why is it unfortunate? Yeah, I'm talking out my arse. That's actually perfect because now we get to go untap land, Fiery Temper, bring back this thing. Advanced Stitchwing. I don't know. I'm wondering why my opponent played a Westvale Abbey but was plus it, but chose to minus. I don't know. I would appreciate it if they stopped playing good creatures though, as our only sweeper is this Arc Fiend. Yeah, this is not looking good, guys. I think we may be dropping a rank. All is not lost. We have triple take inventory. Anything's possible. Okay. So we can kill his Duskwatch, which I think is probably the play. And I think I want to do this now. Yeah, So the way we do that is we go you, make sure we leave a red up, discard you, and I think we'll get rid of the land that will never come into play, tapped. Madness you, take out you. I could have taken out Nissa, but I think Duskwatch is the priority target here. I don't know. That's close. I don't know. I'm not. I think we can kill Nissa next turn no matter what with this thing. So I think it's right. Although unless they of course leave the Smuggler's Copter back, which I am again fine with. So I don't know. I feel to win this game we need to get Archfiend down, which might be a bit difficult here. I'm fine with that. If they've not played a creature first main, it means they don't have a creature at all here. So it means we do get to save 3 life. Next turn we tap out for Archfiend. If our opponent kills our Archfiend, then we just call them a cheater and move on with our lives. Combustible Gearhulk has hit the graveyard. Questions need to be asked here. Okay, they have passed. Okay, hold. This game is not over. Take out Nissa here. If we take out Nissa, worst case scenario, who plays a creature, hits us for 6, then yeah, we're fine. Nothing can go wrong here. If our opponent's playing burn or pump spells, then they're just cheating. So we'll just count that as a win and move on with our lives. But yeah, I'm feeling okay. I would play you, please, and then again, I mean, if they're gonna cheat and remove our Archfiend, we will just call them out, shame them, Mr. Smacky the Frog. I refuse to be intimidated. Okay, I mean, I feel like if they had removal, they would have taken out the. Actually, I don't know. That's probably they would have probably taken out the thing just to keep the Nissa alive. So it means they top decked it as well. Okay, more promising. What could they even have for 1 red and 4 mana? Harness Lightning doesn't do it. Firecraft, they don't have double red. Collective Defiance, they don't have double red. Has to be like a cartouche here. If they have a cartouche, that will just break me. Rich God's Expertise. That's a questionable attack, but yeah. I mean, it could be tempting, but I'm not falling for a pump spell here. I absolutely need to untap and Cathartic Reunion, Fiery Temper. And then we'll go from there. And we managed to untap, so this game is over. Discard you, and Never's not looking too great here, but there is a removal spell. I want to keep this thing around because instant speed -1/-1 is disgusting. So I guess the take inventory goes. Get our 2 triggers here. Confirm, fire at the face because we're going to start racing now. I guess we're going to be discarding the Never anyway if we have to, but I will allow it. Never mind, I forgot we drew cards. And now we'll play you. And we're at the point where we're going to start holding lands soonish, but yeah, we're fine here. Hit our opponent for 8, and then keep the city, which turns out to be very good with Archfiend Ifnir. Instant speed sweepers, as they turn out to be, are pretty good. And now our opponent is not quite onto 2-turn clock. They are close to it though. And they're going to crew up here. I guess maybe it's right to use my key so they can't crew up, but if they'd played any creature they would have got me. So I don't particularly want to get burnt out here. So I'll let them make the trigger, and then I'm going to discard. And then I think we're okay. Because we've got the Haunted Dead next turn, so if they play another creature. So I will do it now. But yeah, maybe it's right. But I don't know. I guess if I do it post main, then it's bad, because if they top deck a creature, I can't even shrink the Smuggler's Copter. So, cut to ribbons here is lethal. So is any other fire. Ooh, that was a Decent turn for our opponent. Uh-oh. I thought we had the game. I thought we had the game. It's all gone. What a nightmare. They went Aether Hub into thingy. So, okay. The game's not over. We just need to be patient. As we are going to draw from this. Dark Intimations and you are not looking great here. Dark Intimations actually doesn't look terrible. Are we dead though if we just tap out for it? We take 2, 5. And then we pretty much can't lose after that. Our alternative play is to just Haunt the Dead back, but I quite like the Dark Intimations play. Could also Never, but Never's pretty much the same thing as Dark Intimations here. Also I get to draw a card, which is always nice. I'll get you back to hand. There's cut, so we will be very close to lethal next turn. I could also sit back, but I think it is right to sit back. I win the late game here. I think it's greedy. I think maybe it is right to attack there just because they do need a specific spell, but that thing is going to get cut, most likely. They can get Combustible Gearhulk to draw a bunch of cards, or Rishkar's Expertise to draw a bunch of cards. They chose to get the Rishkars. It's pretty good. And they flipped Nissa. Maybe I should have killed. I don't know. I'm not playing this game well. I'll be the first to admit. Like I said, this deck's hard. We're not dead though, because we tap out for Arcfiend, and and we have enough for the Haunted Dead in our graveyard to -2/-2 everything. And we have the blockers. So I take Nissa off the board. -2/-2 means that thing's only a 3 power, that thing's only a 2 power. And that thing will be dead. I could just double cut. Then he has no creatures on board, so the Rishkars in his hand is useless. Could be right. Then he probably just gets Combustible Gear. I don't know. I feel like I should be... Yeah, no, that's right, because I've got Ribbons, so Ribbons will just kill him next turn. Yeah. He's going to crew up Copter, so I guess I kill the Copter instead of the green one. No, I don't. I still kill green one because his last card's Rishkar, so he needs to top deck a creature that can crew Copter, and even then he'll only draw 2 cards. No, but then I can't kill Nissa now. No, I can kill them all, I guess. I'll just kill everything. No. You know what, Magic's a hard game, did I ever say that? I guess I could just keep the city as well. And then that keeps his Copter off the board. Discard the Sphere of Visions. See, I quite like that actually. So he's gonna get back the Verdurous Gearhulk, which I guess he can play next turn, and it is lethal with the Copter, which means I do have to sit back unless I kill the Copter, which I'm gonna have to do now. Okay. I don't think I've played this game well, I'll be the first to admit. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is perfectly not enough unless we top deck the land. It's very tempting. No, I think we go face. Yeah, we go face. What am I talking about? Because he either plays the Verdurous Gearhulk or the... Yeah, he plays the Verdurous Gearhulk in his hand. Or whatever he draws off this. Then we just cut him next turn. So if he plays a removal spell, it's not the end of the world. So yeah. I think I'm overthinking this game. I think I am anyway. Ulvenwald Hiram. That's got reach, but I've got Keep the City, so never mind. Okay. Like I said, this deck's hard to play. I have not played it perfectly. There is already probably 16 comments I'm predicting saying you had lethal about 10 turns ago, and I agree with you. But future Nighthawk agrees with you anyway. Present Nighthawk, he's a little ignorant. But yeah, this game's over now. They need to have drawn Fog, and if they've drawn Fog, then I mean the banter is just it's worth any loss. This was an interesting game. I started off very behind, and then I got very in front, and now somehow I was very behind again. But like I said, this deck's fun, and it does do the job. So, moment of truth, do you have Fog? I guess we got the ribbons anyway, but I'll discard the Fever Visions. We will attack it, and then... So yeah, maybe them couple turns ago I should have attacked his face and would have had lethal beforehand. But I do think that was greedy. I don't know. Don't even know my own name right now. Ribbons for 5. And that's how you beat green-red aggro ramp. Now, it was just a ramp deck, this one, very clearly. You just got a pretty aggressive start. And it's another win. 4 wins in a row right now. Some more gold. Rank 31, 9 more matches in theory. Can we carry on this onslaught? Play another match here, jump straight back into the fray. And when I initially built this deck many a season ago, well, about many months ago, I mean, I kind of underestimated cut to ribbons, but as a mid-range deck, the burn is very, very relevant, and the removal spell on the front side is, again, very, very potent. So this deck likes to turn the corner very, very quickly, and I mean, you saw that I attacked for like 9, and then if you throw into a ribbons into account, that's like 15 damage. It's very much a 2-turn clock once this deck decides it can start getting aggressive. But, I mean, I don't think I played that perfectly, I'll be the first to admit. But I did win, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. Results-based thinking. Who is our opponent for round 2? Anekomata. I vaguely remember the name, but I don't think it's anyone I know. They've got 71 cards, so I don't care to know them either. This hand is not a keep. This hand's perfect. Perfect mana, removal spell. Again, take inventory. What more could you ask for? And don't think I'm in dire need of holding up Lightning Axe turn 1, because I think the only one drop in this format I would kill is either Kithian or Cryptbreaker. Yeah, and they play Evolving Wilds, so we're just going to tap out for take inventory next turn, draw our juicy card, and then take it from there. This is a hand which does have a very high potential of ending up doing nothing, but if we draw like a Drakehaven or like a Fevered Visions or something, we're fine. Well, more land isn't too great, but Cathartic Reunion, there we go, that's our draw. 6 lands, Cathartic Reunion, the perfect hand for this deck. Blue-green is normally, to me, signifies tempo or flash, but again, the take inventory chain just can't stop. There's a cut and more land, so I would appreciate if we stop drawing land now. 7 in our top 11 is not too great. We have a removal spell up. Nothing we particularly want to discard. Our opponent just ruined it by playing a Planeswalker. Hey, never might not be a bad card, you know. I almost feel bad nevering in Nissa, because I'm not sure if anyone's realised, but this card might actually be terrible. But yeah, I am not a fan of this card. I started off very high on her. I remember in the podcast we did, Kryder was calling her very nice words, and I was kind of more lenient. And well, I don't want to be smug, but only one of us won the Steam Showdown, so therefore my card evaluation is better. And I'm very tempted to just Haunted Dead, but I think the Scry, or I think this thing is worth nevering. If I'm not nevering a Planeswalker, what am I nevering? That's my question. So yeah. Keep up Lightning Axe, which we can discard our Haunted Dead too, and then go from there. I don't know. I mean, she's not great, but on turn 3, she is basically a scry to every turn, so I don't know. And what is that? Warped Landscape. It's not a card you see too often. I'm gonna play it just because it's funnier than Haunted Dead. Probably shouldn't have played my land first in case I draw a Drake Cave in here. I didn't, so all is well in this world. Now we even get the added bonus of discarding a hand size, discard Haunted Dead, you know. The combos in this deck as we draw 3 take inventories in 2 games so far. I mean 6 take inventories in 2 games so far. As our opponent is surprise white. So far 4 color actually. I probably should be paying more attention. 5 color? Let's see if they play a Jace. That's not fair. Actually Jace is just dead here, isn't it? 6/3, yeah, it's just dead. Ooh, that's not the best Jace ever cast. I'm gonna do it now, just because why not? Discard you, and we'll get rid of a land. Go back to our hand. Fiery Temper. The Jace. So I mean, we've killed 2 Planeswalkers. Looks like we're playing a Planeswalker deck, and getting 2 Planeswalkers off the board so far is not a bad start. Got to return into our graveyard. There's a Key to the City. I do like that. Weird how we've only drawn 1 blue spell this one blue source this game so far anyway. But we, like I said, this hand did have a good chance of fizzling out, and it looks like that's what's kind of happened here. But the Key to the City can start drawing us some extra cards here, and that's all you can ask for. These removal spells do not look great though in the face of a Planeswalker deck, so I do have to be careful. Although if he starts playing like chump blockers, Key to the City allows like unblockable, so yeah. I still think it's right to... Okay. If he goes to exile my Haunted Dead, I will absolutely kill it in response. No, he pluses like a coward. And he hits 1, he hits Baby Nissa, so we have a Planeswalker match on our hands. And we'll keep 1 Lightning Axe around because for the Baby Nissa. I almost wonder if it's better to discard Cut. I think it is actually. Because Lightning Axe can kill instant speed stuff and Ribbons is almost better here. I'm going to not tap my blue this time actually. Not being very careless with my mana tapping. But it's about time. Okay, 4th take inventory. Okay, we can kill a Johnny here, which I think is slightly better. I think we can do both actually. Actually, we need to count on mana. So we have 5 mana. This costs 4. Yeah, we can do everything we want here. Keep up the mana for the Nissa. Kill you. Eventually he'll run out of Planeswalkers. And I have quite my bit of card draw going on right now. Ajani's a really hard one to get off the board as well, so quite chuffed that we drew kindly there. Including the 4th take inventory. Our opponent will be a little bit salty here, I imagine. Don't blame them. Absolutely. Still only got 1 blue source in the top 30 cards of our deck, if people are keeping count. That's pretty insane, but the second never is fantastic if we're on Planeswalker matchup. How have we only seen 1 blue source? Oh, imagine if I had like double blue spells in this deck. I'd be fairly tilted. There's the Nissa. We'll wait for him to play his land drop, thinking it will flip, and then we'll get him. I should have left a double red here in case he has a counter spell, but you know, no one needs to know that. To be honest, it's not even that terrible because we have the recursive engine here to kill him. Okay. Well, he has played how many Planeswalkers so far in his 72 card deck? He's on Planeswalker numero 5. I almost think he is actually just mono Planeswalkers, but we can kill this one again, so no harm, no foul. Draw my cards here. Stop trying to tap my blue. That's kind of annoying me now. Prize Amalgam. Discard that, absolutely. I think I will let him keep his wolf for the time being. Make that discard. Discard Prize Amalgam. Gonna... First things first, let's take Amonkhet off the board. Then we will Cathartic Reunion, discard probably these 2 lands. Keep my blue up. Yeah. See what we draw. There's Drakehaven. How greedy do you want to be? Because I can Haunted Dead to get back the thingy, but I think I can start just making drakes and try and close this game out now. And the best way to do that is to tap out, let him go, let him have this turn, and then next turn we'll just go nuts. I'm sure he doesn't have the Nahiri to exile my Drakehaven. That would be ridiculous in his 74 card stack for him to have 18 Planeswalkers plus Nahiri. That's fine. It's mildly annoying, but we have the Lightning Axe for it. Good thing I kept Lightning Axe overcut to ribbons here. Oath of Rajani. Well, his Planeswalkers are cheaper, but when he's got 15 mana, I'm not sure that matters. You can actually crew it up, but it's not got haste, so... Yes, I mean, we're just gonna go bananas next turn, I think. Which is always a nice thing to do. Probably should count my mana. Okay, I'm gonna do this on upkeep. So we have 2 Haunted Deads, so yeah. I probably just don't want to draw off this Key to the Sea then. No, I do not, thank you very much. Yes, I don't even care. I don't even care if it's the right play. That's what I'm doing. Let's start getting a little bit aggressive here. So we're gonna... Yeah. I don't even care if this is the right play. It probably wasn't. I'll be the first to admit, but we get to go... It looks like our opponent is literally on mono mythics, by the way, just in case you haven't noticed. But yeah, we're gonna kill the Sky Sovereign here. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're gonna race. He can hit us here, but we're gonna draw 10 million cards. I'm gonna assume he has something main phase. I'm gonna be greedy, because obviously with Prized Amalgam, we don't have a stop on main phase. But I'm gonna assume with 4 cards in hand, he has something to do here. So I will allow it. If he doesn't, I don't get my Prized Amalgam. It's not the end of the world, but I'm gonna be greedy. Don't pass the turn on me. Don't you do it. You play a spell, sir. Thank you very much. No, I can wait for him to minus. Or plus, I guess. Yeah, I can wait for him to minus or plus, and then I can do it. If he forgets, that's on him. I'm surprised he didn't play that first main. I guess he's going to start recurring Planeswalkers here. Yeah. Probably gets his Ajani back. No, he gets Nissa back. That's not the right choice. Nissa's terrible. I've already explained this to my audience. We do lose our spells here, but I think the sheer amount of drakes we get is worth it. And creatures and stuff. In fact, we may just be able to one-shot him here. No, he's going to play Nissa, but Nissa doesn't defend herself quite famously. Do we just have lethal with the ribbons? That's my question. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11, 14. Yeah, we have lethal with ribbons. That seems quite good. Even if he does manage to play a blocker, we have Key to the Sea. Our 19. Can we one-shot our opponent? Let's have a look at our hand. We don't have a hand. Let's have a look at our graveyard. He plays the second Nissa. Yeah. I feel like our opponent's got the shiny new card syndrome in this Nissa. But 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we can ribbons for 5 here. We're one-shotting them from 19. That seems good. Seems pretty good. And we do Liliana, but we don't need to cast it. We can just one-shot. So yeah. This deck is pretty explosive, it turns out, and our opponent on Mono Mythics just was no match. It's just no match for the king of the game, Nighthawk. We've had two fairly grindy matches, so I may just call it here. In fact, because I'm pretty tired. This is fairly late at night, so I don't want weariness to be the reason I get my first loss here. So we're now ranked 32, two dominant games, and what can I say? King of cards, and I'd hope 2-3-3, and but yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, this is why I love that deck. Double Drake Haven, make 20 Drakes, kill them from 19 in one turn, despite the fact they played 25 Planeswalkers. And yeah, so I don't know what deck we're going to play next. Probably starting to get onto the more janky side of things. Not sure entirely. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later.